So in this video, I'm going to go ahead and break down to you what exactly the AI growth partner model is and what you will actually be doing as an AI growth consultant. You can think of me explaining this to you as if you were 5 years old. Simple, clear, and fun. So that by the end, you'll understand exactly why this is one of the best vehicles that anyone can get into if they are looking to build an online business. And number two, if they're looking to protect themselves from being replaced by AI. By riding the AI wave instead of being drowned by it. All right, that's exactly what we're going to go ahead and cover in this video. Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty details, let's go ahead and give you some context to really drill the point home. So if you have been living under a rock and don't know much about what's going on in the world of AI, here's exactly what's happening in the world right now. These are going to be some stats with links to the actual sources here as well. The first stat says that AI and automation are replacing routine jobs, and around 92 million roles are expected to disappear by 2030. 92 million jobs, and honestly, this is being conservative. I think it's more than that, are going to be replaced due to AI by 2030. The next stat here shows that 40% of employers say that they plan to reduce the staff where AI can automate tasks. This is a stat from the World Economic Forums. So again, 40% of employers say they plan to reduce staff where AI can automate things. And it makes sense. Why would you pay someone a $50,000 a year salary when you can get it replaced by AI? Okay, and that's really just the reality that we're living through. The next stat here from the Global AI Jobs Barometer says that job posting requiring AI skills have skyrocketed, even in slow job markets. So even in markets where the growing jobs are very slow, the demand for people who have AI skills have skyrocketed, which really just goes to show you businesses are adapting these AI solutions and they're looking for people who can help them implement these solutions. And the last stat here from Stanford AI Index Report 2025 says that 78% of organizations reported using AI in 2024, which is up from 55% the year previous. 78% of organizations reported using AI in 2024. Okay, 55% jump from 2023. The reality is businesses are desperate and need people who can implement, manage, and optimize these solutions. So these are just some stats. Feel free to do your own research to really see that this is the future that we're living through. And the reality is many jobs are going to be replaced due to AI, which segues us to the next point, which is that starting an AI business in 2026 isn't just another cool side hustle. I don't want you to just look at this as like a side hustle to replace my current income. It's one of the only realistic paths for people who don't want to be replaced by AI or by an algorithm, all right? Because here's the truth. If your job can be replaced by AI, it will be. And if an employer can save $60,000 to $120,000 a year by automating your role, they're going to go ahead and replace you without any hesitation. Which begs the question, will you compete against AI or will you capitalize on it? Okay. So let's talk about the AI growth partner model now that we've given you some context. So the AI growth partner model, AIGP for short, is very simple and straightforward, honestly. What you do is you partner with existing businesses, let's say your local roofers, dental clinics, realtors, e-commerce brand, online businesses. And what you do is you help them fix bottlenecks and inefficiencies that they have using AI tools. It's as simple as that. You partner with existing businesses and you help them fix these bottlenecks and inefficiencies and help them adapt using these exact AI tools. Let's go ahead and give you an example, okay? So let's say you are working with a dental clinic. That is your niche, working with dental clinics, okay? And the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna start by identifying what's actually slowing them down. What are the operational bottlenecks that they have in their business? So we've listed some examples here. Here you have the problem, and then here you have the AI solution. So let's take a look at the problem. So first here says no centralized system. They don't have a centralized system to basically view everything. The appointments that they book, how many appointments canceled, how many appointments do they have tomorrow, this whole week, this whole month, right? They don't have a centralized system to be able to see all of their operations. Maybe they're using pen and paper to write all this information down, okay? So that's one problem. Another problem is manual follow-up. Someone decides to book an appointment with them and they book an appointment for 2 weeks. The assistant writes it out on paper and then she remembers to follow up with that person, okay? So doing follow-up manually. Missed calls, okay? Maybe the assistant, sometimes takes lunch and then the call doesn't get answered, or maybe they're only working 8 to 5. So after 5 p.m., no one answers the phone, it goes to voicemail, okay? That is a problem. Not enough leads. Maybe the business doesn't get enough leads for them to be able to grow. Okay, that could be another problem. And then lost opportunities. So someone books a call or someone inquires about their service and then that person, doesn't get followed up with, or they don't reach out to him, and then the opportunity is lost. So these are the problems. Now let's look at how you can implement AI to solve for these problems. So for the first one, no centralized system, over here, you simply need to build a CRM that tracks leads, the patients, and the communication. So they will have a centralized CRM where they can manage all of this stuff. So here's an example of what that may look like. In here, you can see all the conversations that we get from Instagram, phone calls, SMS, emails, all of that is going to be in here. And we can communicate with everybody directly in here. Imagine how powerful this is for a dental clinic where they can manage all of their messages from Instagram, their Facebook, their SMS, their email, and even their phone calls. They can go back and listen to the actual phone calls directly in here. Okay, so this is a centralized CRM where they can see all this. They have a dashboard. They can see everything in one centralized place. The next problem here is manual follow-up. So again, giving the example of assistant, someone inquires about their services, they book a call 2 weeks out, and then the actual assistant needs to remember to pull out her notepad and then follow up with that person. Hey, your appointment is tomorrow. Are we still good? Well, rather than doing that, they can go ahead and use these automated SMS and email sequence that you would put together for them. And here's an example of exactly what that would look like. Inside the CRM, you can see here appointment management. And in here, let's say we look at new appointment confirmation. You can see here we have a entire workflow from when someone books a call, okay, all the way to following up with them 4 times if they can. So like, what are all of these things that happened? So let's just take a look at this example here. Now, this is a complex one. Yours could be much simpler, or in this example, it could be much simple. But nonetheless, someone books an appointment. Look, they get an automatic email, appointment confirmation, rather than the dental clinic having to send that over to them manually. And then if we keep scrolling down here, 24 hours before the appointment, they get a reminder, okay? And then depending on what happens, whether they open it or they don't, they get another email 12 hours before. And then they get another email 1 hour before, okay? And then maybe they don't show up. Well, guess what? There could be another email that goes out. There could be a phone call that goes out, an AI voice agent reminding them about the appointment that they have booked. So again, this is the problem here. Manual follow-up, you can automate all of this, all of it customizable, specific to your business. By the way, everything I'm showing you guys here is all done for you, okay? So just understand this is all done for you, which is the beauty about our program. You have missed calls, okay? So missed calls, what you can do here is you can implement AI voice agent to answer calls en route to a human 24/7, 365 days. Even after work hours, you can have a human-like AI voice agent answer the phone, okay, book people in, transfer it to a human if that's what you guys want, pull up a detailed report of the call. Whatever the dental clinic would like the voice agent to do, it can do. It can answer the call within 5 minutes, 24/7, 365 days. And guess what? This dental clinic now doesn't need a secretary no more because it has a voice agent that can do it 100 times better. Let me show you exactly, guys, what this would sound like just to really drill the point home. So here's an example AI voice agent that we've built out for a real estate client. And, not to go too into detail with this, but over here you have the prompt, which is how this voice agent is actually going to conduct itself. I'm going to go ahead and test it just to give you guys a live demo of exactly what this voice agent sounds like that you can implement in this example, dental clinic, to answer the phone 24/7, 365 days. Keep in mind, this is an example for real estate. This is built for real estate, but I'm going to play it just to give you guys an idea of what this would sound like. Hi there. I'm looking to buy a property. Do you guys have anything under 1.5 million?
Yes, we do have properties available under $1.5 million. For example, we have a lovely home at 456 Maple Street, priced at $1.5 million.
Okay, can I go ahead and schedule an appointment?
Absolutely. What date and time would you like to schedule the viewing for? Also, how many...
Before I schedule the appointment, I want to know, do you guys have like parking space where I can actually park my car?
Yes, the property at 456 Maple Street does come with...
Okay, you guys get the idea, right? You can even see I'm interrupting it, I'm being rude with it, but it's still able to go ahead and answer my questions. And this is exactly what we mean here. Okay, so you can imagine how a business would not hesitate replacing its assistant if you can build a voice agent for them. Even if you charge them $5 to $10 grand for a detailed, complex one, that's much lower than the average salary that they pay that person annually. The second problem here is not enough leads. So over here, you'll simply run paid ads or automate the outreach process. Lost opportunities, over here, you could do a reactivation campaign. Inside the CRM, maybe the dental clinic has, let's say, 10,000 leads or 1,000 leads, however much is irrelevant. But the idea is that you can throw this into the CRM, set up an automation that will reach out to these people, and the objective is to get them to book a call. So you see, you're not just selling AI voice agents, you're solving real problems, which means you can charge premium pricing, anywhere from 4 grand to 20 grand, and position yourself as a partner rather than another freelancer. Again, the AI growth partner model, you're walking into a business, identifying all the problems they have, and then solving for all of them, and it allows you to charge a lot of money upfront. We've showed you the example of the AI voice agents. Here's an example of an automation that you can put together. A lot of these stuff could be automated that these businesses do. And the reality is they just either don't know it or they don't have the expertise. We've also showed you an example of the automations. So let's talk about how to deliver the services, because you're probably thinking like, okay, well, this is great, MJ, but I don't know how to do any of this stuff. Okay, I've never did any of this. I don't know how to build a voice agent. I don't know how to do the automations. Well, that's fine. Okay. And even if you have zero technical experience, you can still get started right now. And that's thanks to what we call the contractor arbitrage model. And here's exactly how that works. So there are people who already mastered their craft, whether it's building a CRM, a voice agent, paid ads, so on and so forth. And what you can do is leverage their skills to deliver results under your brand, under your agency. There are people that have mastered these skills. You could leverage that labor as leverage and reap the benefits of them being able to perform for your clients. This is going to allow you as a business owner, someone who's just getting started with little to no experience, to focus on sales and client communication, which is super important, to focus on operations and project management, and to scale revenue instead of doing every technical task yourself. Here's the thing, guys. Even someone like myself who knows how to run ads, who knows how to do voice agents, who knows how to do workflows, who knows how to do all this, I don't do it myself. I have a team that does it, even though I'm well versed in it. And the reason that is because it doesn't make sense for me as a business owner to sit there and do every single nitty-gritty detail. It's just not the best use of my time as a business owner. The same applies with you, whether you have experience or you're just getting started. You're going to leverage other people who are far more skilled than you to deliver these results. And really the reason you're doing that, other than everything that I mentioned here, okay, is because you need to ensure great client results. If you can't generate your clients great results, they will leave you in a heartbeat. So you don't want to be that guy that's like, I'm going to do everything myself, even if I have little to no experience. Well, that's a disservice to your client because they're paying you thousands of dollars and you're practicing on their account. Instead, you delegate this to someone who can ensure great client results. And the beautiful thing about this is that we do that for you guys. Not only the done for you, but also placing people in your agency that can do that. So here's an example of that. One of our recent students, Matt, had closed his first client without proper AI or paid ads experience. You can see here in this post, he charged $4,000 upfront and then $2,400 a month after that. And this guy is in Canada and he's working a corporate job, and that's already more money than he makes in his corporate job, just from one client. $4,000 upfront, $24,000 a month, doing the same exact thing that I'm telling you. Mahid is not experienced with AI. He is not a business genius. He simply followed the AIG system, the process that we outlined in this video, outsourced the implementation. We placed people in his agency for them to deliver the services on his behalf. And he focused on actually what matters most, which is communicating with the business and helping them grow with AI. Okay, so if you are someone that has a laptop and you have willingness to actually learn and to be great for yourself and for your family, then there's no excuse why you shouldn't be able to do this, because you could leverage these models that we mentioned here, okay, the contractor arbitrage model, to ensure that you can deliver your clients great results. So my final thoughts here is that we're living through the biggest technological revolution since the internet. And those who learn to implement AI, not just use it, will be the ones who thrive. And those who don't will be the ones who wish they would have started sooner. You see, the AI growth partner model gives you the roadmap to build a profitable online business, future-proof your income, and most importantly, become part of the revolution instead of being replaced by it. And the beautiful thing about all of this, on top of this, is that in our Done For You consulting program, not only do we build everything out for you, but we're also there to consult you one-on-one. So that way you're never in a position where you don't know what to do, and you're not spending hours, months, years watching YouTube videos on exactly what you need to do to build this.